Hello everyone, my name is Tiffany and this is my channel, Who's Your Handmade. Thank you so much for stopping by today. Today's video is another episode of #Friday Sews. If that sounds interesting to you, stick around. As always, thank you so much to Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room for starting #Friday Sews and sharing that hashtag with the sewing community so that we can spend a little bit of our Fridays chatting with you all, talking about what we've been sewing, what we hope to sew, and a little bit about life in between. Thank you, Jen, for sharing that hashtag with us all. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope that you will consider subscribing before you leave today. I would love to welcome you into the sewing community. And thank you so much to each one of my sewing friends who are tuning in again today. It really means so very much to me, you guys, that you show up video after video supporting me, chatting with me, and watching my videos. It really means so very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Give this video a thumbs up if you like this kind of content, and comment down below. What have you accomplished in your sewing room this week? What do you hope to sew this weekend or week? I would love to chat with you down below in the comment section. I love hearing about your sewing projects. That's so much fun. If you want to connect further, I am on Instagram. My Instagram name is Hoosier.handmade. You can find me over there and I can follow you back and follow your sewing journey. It's so much fun to see your makes. I love talking with you guys here on YouTube. I love the chatting aspect, but I love to see what you are making as well. So if you're on Instagram and you want to follow me, come find me over there and I will follow you back. So I did accomplish some makes this week and I'm gonna hold out. I'm gonna hold out one more week. in sharing those with you. One of them's completed and one of them is almost completed. So by next Friday, I will have those to share with you guys and I can't wait to show them off. I adore them. The one I have completed, I have not stopped wearing it all week long. It is a great make, so I can't wait to share that with you. In sewing those makes, I picked up a new to me Notion. Now, the Notion is not new, but this brand is new. So in making whatever I'm going to show you next Friday, I use clear elastic, and this is the one I usually use. This is the Dritz brand. It's 3/8 inch clear elastic. You can get this at Joann's. I can find it at Walmart sometimes, but I was in Hobby Lobby last weekend and I picked up some of the Sewology clear elastic. It's the same width. It's 3/8 inch as well. Both containers have 5 yards of clear elastic in them, and I thought I would just show you the difference between those two clear elastics. Before I show you those two types of clear elastic and compare them, let me just go ahead and give you a spoiler alert. I like both of them. Both of them work really well. And actually the one I like the most, you might be shocked at. So let's take a look. So this is the Dritz one. This is what it looks like in its original packaging. I haven't opened that one up yet. And this is what it looks like when you open it up out of the container. This one is definitely more sturdy built. Like it's thicker elastic. It's definitely more stable, more structured, and the stretch, the recovery is really good on this one. I will say the recovery is really good on this Dritz brand. For the Sewology one, again, that's what it looks like in its original packaging. Here is it out of the packaging. Again, really great stretch, probably not quite as good as the recovery, but for what I was using this for, it worked really well. You can tell it is more flimsy. It's definitely not as stable as the Dritz kind. Here is the Dritz again, and here is the Sewology one. So I think I have to say that I like the Sewology one better than the Dritz one. For both projects that I worked on this week, I used the Sewology clear elastic and it worked really well. Both of my machines sewed through it wonderfully. The Crescendo and my Serger sewed through this clear elastic perfectly. Now, my Crescendo did a great job with the Dritz brand on my other projects that I've used this in, but I've never used my serger on it before. I always felt like it was kind of too thick for my serger, whereas this Sewology brand definitely do not feel that way at all. It is very thin, very flexible, definitely not as stable as the Dritz brand. So if you have a need for clear elastic, I highly recommend trying out this brand, this Sewology brand. Look at the price there. That is $2.49. And then sometimes the Sewology notions will go 50% off. So you could get this for like $1.25. So that would be a really, really good savings. As compared to the Dritz brand, where at Joann's, before coupons, and usually you can use coupons at Joann's for these kinds of things, it was like $7. So same amount, same width, same yardage of clear elastic, but that is a huge savings. So try that Sewology brand out if you have a need for clear elastic. I also did some batch cutting this week. I just went ahead and kicked out the cutting process on a couple of projects that I want to work on. One of them is Addie's little dress here. So this is all cut out, marked, ready to go. This is McCall's M8283. I talked about this one in my plans and I mentioned it last week. I was going to use some really pretty green fabric, and this one features shirring. Thank you, Michelle, for helping me pronounce it. I will always think of shearing now for the sheep, not for sewing. So for the shirring, you put that at the neckline and then at the sleeves in View B there. And View B is the one that I want to make for my little girl, Addie. So here's my question to you guys. What kind of thread am I using in my bobbin for shirring? What is the elastic thread? Do I need to go to Joann's and find a specific kind of thread? I have like Eloflex, the stretchy thread here in my stash already. Is that what you use? Let me know down below in the comments. I obviously haven't done my homework yet, so if you could steer me in the right direction, I would love it down in the comment section so that I can get started on this beautiful little McCall's dress. I also cut out another project for myself. I was talking about doing another version of my fun collaboration outfit that I already have completed. I loved it, and so I've cut me out another one out of some precious fabric, no less. I did it. I cut into my precious fabric, so that's a huge win. I cannot wait to show these off to you guys. I hope I get the second one done in time for the collaboration to come around at the beginning of July. We'll see. Hopefully I have time for it. It's cut out of some beautiful fabric and I can't wait to show it off to you guys. Now I just need to say a massive thank you to you guys, you who are watching me right now, my sewing friends that I have gained through this YouTube channel, taking a chance on creating a YouTube channel and putting myself out there. I cannot thank you guys enough. Last week I talked about a project that has kind of taken over my brain space. I had a beautiful pinafore apron project in mind, and you all were so encouraging with all of your responses. I cannot thank you enough for them. Some of them were hacks for patterns that I showed that I had, wonderful hacks, solutions to creating my own pinafore dress. Some were taking free patterns that were out there and hacking them. Thank you so much for those suggestions. And I had showed a pattern couture pattern that I had found on Etsy. I was battling with myself whether to buy it. I'm in the middle of a buying ban, so I was battling with myself whether to go ahead and purchase it or not. I had just decided to not go through with buying it, to just kind of wait it out. This buying ban will be over eventually. And I received an email from a dear friend from the sewing community, and she had gifted me that pattern, and I was absolutely floored. I could not believe that she had gifted it to me. So I'm not going to say your name out loud. Thank you so much for your generosity to me. You know who you are. And then I had another person reach out wanting to gift me that pattern. I just can't thank you guys enough for your generosity. And while I had no intentions of anyone actually purchasing that pattern for me, I cannot tell you what a blessing it was. It actually was a life lesson, honestly. It was kind of a lesson in just wait and the blessing will come to you. If it's meant to be, just wait. think about it a little bit, pause, and if it's meant to be, the blessing will come to you. And I can't thank you enough for your suggestions, your hacks, and for the gift of that pattern. Thank you so much for being my friend. Speaking of the sewing community, over the weekend, I was able to meet with a sewing friend from this community in real life. Why I didn't take any pictures, I don't know. I should have taken a picture. I'm not gonna say her name out loud either, just to protect her privacy, but that was so much fun meeting one of you, someone I met through this channel, and just getting together for lunch and chatting. We chatted about sewing and about life and connected through our love of sewing, and I am so grateful for that time. This community feeds my soul in so many ways, and I can't thank you guys enough. So that is my sewing week recap. Moving on to life, as most of you know, we are building a new house and it is taking over our lives. We are busy doing the design now. I have my flooring picked out and paint colors picked out, submitted all those, they're ready to paint. They're doing a lot of neat design features. I'll try to either put some pictures in here or maybe at the end of the video. They're doing coffered ceiling in our living room, our great room, and then over our kitchen they are doing beams with shiplap, just more than I could ever imagine. I gave them some ideas for design and they've run with it, and I am so thankful for how it's turning out. I am in the middle of designing my sewing room. I'm excited to get a head start on that. I'm trying to think up ideas. This little tiny sewing room is going to be no more pretty soon. I'm going to be moving into a brand new space, much larger than what I have right now. I'm so blessed to have the opportunity to move into that space. So we're going to IKEA this weekend. I hope to pick up some calyx units. I have a vision of having a lot of calyx units around the outer walls of my sewing room so that I can have my fabric stored all together, all organized, standing on end, kind of like a fabric store would be. I have a vision, so let me know down below if you have any favorites from IKEA that you are a must for your sewing room. Let me know if you have any experience with the calyx units in particular, because I'm really excited to organize all of my fabric into those units. So I'm gonna go ahead and purchase some calyx units this weekend so that I have a plan for getting my fabric out. The wire shelving that's in my sewing room right now is not going to be utilized in my new sewing room. So I have right now a lot of wire shelving in here for my fabric storage and my notion storage, and that's going to be repurposed in a closet. It's not going to be used in my sewing room. So I'm trying to think of new storage solutions. So hopefully you'll join me on the journey of setting up my new sewing room. I know that in the craziness of the move, I won't be sewing very much, but hopefully I can interest you in setting up a new sewing room, and maybe you can give me some tips and tricks along the way. I think that's gonna do it for this Friday. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and comment down below, what are you doing this weekend and week? What are your sewing projects? Or it doesn't have to be about sewing. I just love to chat with you guys down in the comment section. Take care, everyone. I will see you in the next video.